funny you here. I'll even.
Right now, I can sell that on eBay.
We're all in
So, with the Ian Somerhalder Foundation, which is amazing.
Thank you, by the way.
Have you ever thought of just putting secretly ISF on like Mystic Falls signs? Because I feel like
by the way, that's a great idea. I need to like leave myself a voice memo.
Just because I feel like your foundation, along with the Vampire Diaries fandom, would go well because the fandom would do anything for you and what you promote.
Yeah, that's an amazing. That's actually a really cool thought, to be honest with you. Matt, get on that. One of the brains behind the operation. Discord, can you imagine dealing with my ass all day? For years. No, you know what? That's actually a pretty profound thought. You know what's funny? Earlier, I remember very early in the show, because Damon has that, I have a 67 Camaro, which is a great car. Many babies have been made back then, I'm sure. That model did very well. But it's from the 60s, the exhaust is horrible. And I thought, when Damon was trying to court Elena, or get her to sort of fall for him, I said, you know, Damon should be driving an electric car. Everyone on the show has hybrids. He should be driving an electric car. Well, Elon Musk is one of my dear friends and brothers, and because the funny thing was, here's this guy who is this maniacal sort of killer, and really, here's the guy that he would have the same look on his face if he's saving a kitten from a tree or ripping some sorority girl's throat out. To him, it's the same, literally. And unfortunately, and I say this, Julie can hear this, I'm very vocal about it, but that went away from Damon, and I was very vocal and very angry about it. But then Julie and Kevin made me realize Damon can't just be this one-trick pony. He can't just be one way. There's a dynamic. This is Kevin really calming me down and sort of beating this into my head, saying, this is the story. This is the 100+ episode of the journey of this man. So he changes, just like we do in life. And so I said, well, here's the interesting thing. Here's this guy who's a maniacal killer. But he realized, it's like, wait a minute, I've been on this earth for 168 years. I'm going to probably be on this earth for another millennia. I've seen it change. That whole hockey stick, I mean, carbon emissions from 1850, if you look at carbon emissions coupled with rising temperatures of the planet, they are the same. They're congruent. From 1850 now, it's a hockey stick. We know it. The Industrial Revolution and our lack of regard for the environment is what's changing that. And I said, how cool would it be if this guy, who has been around for so long and will be around for so long, starts driving an electric car saying, well, shit, man, I've been around this long, I've seen it all change, and it's only going to get worse. I don't want this planet to be all fucked up, because it's not going to be as fun to live in. My food source is going to be getting skinnier and more diseased. And so that's why Damon should go green, and that's why Damon should, We're gonna start a start a community crew, an ISF community crew in Mystic Falls. I'll have to talk to Julie and probably have to call Peter Roth on that one, which I would love to do.
I think it'd be easy to stick ISF in a couple of corners of signs.
From your mouth to Peter's ears.
So is there somewhere that Damon hasn't gone?
What's that?
Is there somewhere that Damon hasn't gone emotionally, like character-wise, that you would really want to see him go before the end of the show?
Damon's pretty much been everything, and Ian's been with him. No, I mean, honestly, what I'm excited to do is I'm excited to go down this journey with Kat Graham. I think she's one of the best out there, and what's really great too is that her and I work with the same acting coach, this woman Ivana Chubbuck. And so it allows Kat and I to work with Ivana together as a group and then individually. So, you know, the whole idea is finding connective tissue between what's happening in my life and what's happening in the script. That way it's real for me. and it's real for Kat. And what's great about it is we know the work, and so we're working in the same way. So the shit that's going through our minds while we're shooting is very profound, very dark, very weird, and we don't judge each other because we love each other, her and I. And there's a very, remember, there's a very fine line between love and hate. And these two have been through a lot together, and I think it's going to be a great season of storytelling.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.